Hello everyone, welcome back. In the previous video, we have seen how important is the resume. And in this video, we are going to see how this resume will sell you for a prospective client or prospective employer. So what is it we are going to learn? What are the characters or what are the characteristics of a selling resume? Just look into the phrase and see the words I have used: selling. Why we call resume as selling? Because it is going to sell you to a potential employer. And what are the characters that is expected to be in a fantastic resume, which is going to fetch you an amazing career? So let's look into it. Make sure that you have all the accomplishments as a part of your resume. So earlier also I was telling you about how important is to add all your achievements and make sure that your accomplishments plays a very important role in a resume. So make sure that all your accomplishment, either in the form of achievements, skills, everything is well structured and very precise, to the point. Emphasize on all these things and make sure that it is a part of your resume. And very important, clarity. Don't try to write paragraphs, because it is no way helpful for you as well as the employer. Because an employer, if you're going to write very big paragraphs, they will find what this guy is really trying to convey to me, what this girl is really conveying from these paragraphs. For you, it may be interesting because you are writing it for the first time, or you can be an expert in writing a paragraph, but they may not be interested to read paragraphs. So make sure that it is to the core, very clear. When you say I have attained the level of expertise when it comes to using Python program, it must be clear. Python programming level expertise. That's it. So don't try to write it as a paragraph, which will be really time consuming for the people to read, and they may lose interest. Sometimes they may throw it out. See, come on here, what is this crap? So don't give a room for it. Very precise. That is what we say, concise. Any information that you want to give in a resume should be to the core. Don't give any confusing statement. Make it very concise, very clear, and make sure that you don't miss any of your single accomplishment from a resume. Please follow to the format. I was trying to give you what are the components to be a part of a resume. So please stick on to the format. Just imagine, if you are going to select somebody, what should be the first thing? An objective, a career objective. Then, okay, qualification. Then your skills. That is called as format. Make sure that your format is well done. Imagine yourself as a recruiter. What is that you expect from one page information? So think in that way and please arrange it accordingly. Formatting is very important. Make sure that the line spacing, everything is very clear, structure is really very good, and alignment, justification. So whenever you type something, justify it so that the flow is very clear at both the corners. Try to use fonts, bold fonts for the heading, and unbold all the information as inside matter. So format plays a very important role. So when somebody happen to see it, okay, all bold, okay, headings. So all content, it's not bold, it's normal. So that is the clarity, and that is the format we should use. Make sure that it is properly formatted with appropriate fonts, appropriate size, spacing. All these things are very important. And what is more important? The data that you give. What do I mean by data? Data in the form of information. 2019 PhD, 2021 postdoctorate fellowship in US, 2023 research intern, Glasgow, UK. All these are data that we are trying to convey to the employer, which is more important. So make sure that all your data is clearly transferred to the potential employer. Data, all kinds of data. It can be your achievement, skills. Use figures, and that really matters, because when you say I have few medals in state level competition. Just imagine I'm saying I have few medals in state level competitions. That is one example. Second example, I have 4 gold medals in cycling. I have 2 gold medals in firing. That is called very precise, very specific. You are giving all numerical data, which is very clear. This is what is expected. Be very specific, focused, to the point. All data should be very clear. Need-based tailoring. I told you earlier as well, I'm reminding you again, keep your resume as non-static, movable, because every time based on the expectation from the employer. Let's say that you watch an advertisement, okay, looking for salesperson in this company, which is an international company, and we're looking for people to be posted in France. So if the posting is in France, so what are the basic things? All the skills are required. Plus, you can also mention, I have learned French as my second language. I was having an internship with a French company, because the advertisements is looking for somebody from France to work in France. So make sure that it is tailor-made based on the requirement. And you should also have the skill. I don't tell you to lie. But if you think that your skill really matches with the requirement, focus on that. That's called need-based tailoring. So tailor-made resumes based on the needs of the advertisement that you come across at that time. When the next advertisement says, it's more on marketing, you must have some skills related to marketing. Focus on that. Give importance to that. That is called need-based. Show your personality. What sort of qualities you have, what sort of skills you have. Because you will not have a chance to meet them unless they shortlist you. So how they are going to shortlist you? Just by seeing your resume. When they see your resume, it should talk volumes about you. That is called showcase your personality, your qualities that you have, the best things that you have in you. So showcase all your personality there. Use action verbs. What is that? Action verbs. So working, attempted, interested to work. All these verbs should be action oriented, which says that you are such an active person and who will fit into the job. Whenever you talk about yourself, the verb should talk more volume about you. It should say how good you are in that particular skill. Use action verbs and use a very clear language. I told you, very simple, very concise, to the point. And if you're going to follow all these characters as a part of your resume, undoubtedly, you're going to have a fantastic career. So keep all these characters as a salient feature in your resume, and you will have a confidence for yourself before even you're called for an interview. Because you know how much time you have spent in shaping your resume, how much efforts you have put forth in bringing out an excellent resume. Definitely you're going to be called. So thank you very much, and let's meet on some other video. Have a nice day.